Brett Tribble got killed within the first. So once the rest of our company got there, about 2 weeks after that, I think it was like the second mission we had. Brett Tribble got killed, and my buddy Tom Davis lost his leg. And then not even 2 days later, Lieutenant Love got killed, and PFC Crombie, which Crombie was a brand new medic. I remember the dude like slept in a cot across from me, and I maybe saw his face. I can't even remember his face today, but like that young, just like 2 days, like second patrol, just annihilated. I mean, the IEDs that they were hitting us with were crazy.
Yeah, I got this book right here. It's actually his mom put it together. It's called Love Nick, but it's a bunch of letters that he had written home. And well, as you just pointed out, what's really heartbreaking about the book is like there's I think one letter from Ramadi because the rest of it is letters where he's writing from Kuwait, from other areas, and from just being in the Army. There's a one letter, and actually there's a it's actually not even a letter. It's a cell phone message that his mom got. She said, "Hey mom, this is Nick. I'm in Iraq right now, and it's pretty cool here. I went on patrol the other day. I got to save someone's life. They got shot. He had gotten shot. He was an Iraqi guy. He got shot in the upper left abdomen. We had to fix him up while we were on patrol. It was pretty exciting. I got to save someone's life with all my cool medical knowledge. That guy ended up living, but he had to get his spleen removed. It was exciting, as I mentioned. As a medic, I don't really have to do anything dangerous, I guess. The only dangerous thing I have to do so far is like I raided a store. We had to search it out real quickly for a bomb or anything suspicious. We pull over cars to look for an IED or something. You know, it's just exciting. Being over here is like being BPS, Border Patrol, or a state trooper. We kind of drive around all day trying to arrest bad guys. That's what it's about here. We're doing during these days. It's pretty safe. Everyone's trying to make their parents think that it's safe. It's hot, dusty, and sandy, and that's about it. I'll try and call you some other time, but I don't know how often that's going to be because it's hard to get like on a phone or a computer out here. It takes a little time and patience. So I'll try and call you again in a bit. All right, bye. The telephone message immediately after. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I love you, Mom. Bye.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know the book was out there.
Yeah. Like you were saying though, it's a young soldier that just showed up there, and then this other guy, Lieutenant Scott Love, who is. It's interesting because when you hear lieutenants, you hear first lieutenant, you think of like a young guy that's kind of inexperienced, but he was like a 30-plus-year-old guy. Yeah. Everybody loved the guy, and that's what you guys roll into.
Yeah. I was Lieutenant Love's gunner for a little bit, and he was super chill, dude. I mean, he was professional, but he was super chill. And Colonel Dean said he was invested in the mission. He was invested in the mission. Like he spoke Arabic. He was about what we were doing. Like he was about the hearts and minds. He was still tactical leader and stuff, but he was invested in fixing Iraq and restoring peace, whatever. And his death was bad. I mean, we were looking for stuff. Stuff got blown a block away. And that was not even 2 weeks in. That was a little eye opening for everybody.
How is it? Getting your gear back on and going back out?
At the time, it was kind of crazy. I mean, we'd go on patrols and somebody get killed, and as a squad leader, you got to come back and like pack that kid's stuff up. And like you were just playing spades with him last night, and now you're packing his stuff up and sending it home. And I think that's when it hit me. I was like, damn, one of my good friend Tom just got blown up, and then we already lost 2 soldiers, and then that's when. I wouldn't say the lights went off, but are on. But that's when I knew this was serious because the unit before, what was it, 228, I think. The unit before us, they took casualties, but I don't think they told us how many, or it didn't really disseminate all the way down to our level. So it was eye opening for everybody. But we'd go on, we'd go right back out. Like when you started the podcast, that memorial ceremony, I remember they called us in from sector just so we could go to the memorial service. And we went right back out. Like we parked our Humvees, took our gear off, carried Sergeant Lance, because I was squad leader, so I had to carry him on the plane, or the bird, and smoked a cigarette, bullshitted for a little bit, and we were gone. We went right back out until 7 in the morning.
That's another weird thing that I never, like when I was watching war movies and stuff as a kid, it's like your base was way over here, and then you'd go on helicopters to some other place where you'd go fight, and then you'd get done fighting, you'd go back to. But I was like, no, you guys were out in Taʻmīm. Like, you go outside the gate, take a right, you're there.
Yeah.
It's like going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, okay, hey, I'm going to go to this memorial service, and then I'm going to go get in a vehicle, and we're going to drive, and then we're going to fly somewhere, and it's going to take an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours. It's like, no, when I get my vehicle and go out the front gate, 30 seconds later, you're in Taʻmīm.
Yeah, I think they got us a Predator drone to like overwatch our area while we came in, and we were probably back on base for like an hour, if that, between getting on, getting back off, and just right back out. And you talk about vengeance and stuff like that. It was on everybody's mind.
And Taʻmīm was like it's like a, what is it, grid layout, so the roads are kind of like Western, you're just like driving down a road, look left, look right. Yep. It seems like the layout is very Western. And there's normal looking buildings, and you're like, okay, this seems relatively normal, but it's anything but normal.
Yeah.
And then what was your op tempo like? Like how often were you going out? How often did you come back?
Every day.
Every day you're going out? Every
day. It was 8-hour patrols. I started out, First Sergeant Shaw would rotate us, so I was on daytime patrols, which mornings is not bad. Afternoon patrols suck because it's super hot and everybody's tired. But we would go out and 8-hour patrols. You're probably going to get in contact with some kind.
Were you in a Brad?
No, I was in Humvee, and then we were walking. We just stopped taking Humvees. For one, we kept getting blown up. I mean, we went through 16 Humvees in like less than 2 months. Then we started walking because figure safer that way.
I think everybody felt that way.
Yeah.
I know I hated being in Hummers, and I hated being in Bradleys. Like, for me, being in a Bradley, because I'm not an armor guy. I mean, I was in the SEAL team, so like being in a vehicle is already a stretch. But put me in the back of a Bradley, where it's like I have no idea where we are. It's harder than hell, and you're just waiting to get blown up. No, is what it felt like.
The first time I got blown up in a Bradley, just dust everywhere, loud as you can't hear anything. Just nobody could understand what's going on. You just got rocked. And
how early was that for you in deployment?
Like a week.
Like, what were you doing in the Brad?
They would drive us out to the end of the sector, and we just walk. Like we'd walk. You said like a grid system. We just walk down streets, and we were slowly pushing our way into the city, making our presence known. But what we didn't know is, the Mooj, they were coming behind us and intimidating the local population and watching us and filming us. Like, I know we sent y'all some intel stuff, like video cameras we captured and stuff, and they were just watching us. They were planning and just waiting. But yeah, as far as op tempo, like we'd go on a patrol.
So wait a second. So you got blown up. That was your first time getting blown up in a Brad?
Yeah.
Anyone get wounded?
No.
Yeah. Also, that's early on the Brads because they got bigger and bigger IEDs as time went on.
Yeah.
So they probably had an IED meant for a Humvee, but they hit a Brad.
Yeah.
Didn't get anyone.
And it was just, I remember Brad just like, it hit us and just blew right through. So I think we stopped and called EOD so they could do a post-blast analysis or something. I don't know if we did that. I think we were just, everybody, the adrenaline was kicking so much. But we go on patrol and come back, and you think you got 8 hours to, recoup. But when we come off patrol, we're immediately on QRF for another 8 hours. And then you get your 8 hours to prep for the next patrol. So we would be off. Sometimes you get an hour, sometimes you get 2 hours. But just be laying there on your cot, whatever, and hear an explosion. You don't have to say anything. Just get your gear on, and we're going back out. And we had our own QRF. We had to respond to our own guys. So